Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm setting up a 10-gallon tank for some Dwarf aquatic frogs that I have at home. They're getting upgraded from 5-gallon to this 10-gallon. I have some gravel that I have here that I've mixed up for it. There's two different thicknesses of gravel in here. And I'm gonna kind of make a little bit of a hill somewhere with that, and then I'm gonna be adding this sand here on top, and then I have a bunch of rocks in this bag that I'll be choosing, and then I'll be going and buying some plants to set it up, and then once everything's all done I'll go home and get my frogs and bring them down to their new home. I was stuck. So as you can see, I've placed all the rocks, or some of the rocks. I'm gonna wait till I've put some of the sand in to put more rocks in. But see, I sloped it back to the back so it's a little higher. I mean, from that, with the slope along the back, it gives it a bit of a more deep look when you look at it from the front, which is nice. And I chose this nice piece of wood. It has a big arch in it, which is pretty cool. I like how that looks. And now I'm going to start putting the sand in and leveling it off around the whole thing. And then I'm probably going to place a few more rocks like this one here, which has some pretty cool looking patterns on it. And then this one as well, which has been cut. Both of them have been cut. They look pretty awesome. But I'll be adding the sand now, flattening it out with my hand and maybe some tools that I'll show you later. And then adding the rocks, and then probably going to find some plants for the setup. So as you can see, the sand's starting to cover up all the rocks. I just take handfuls of sand and I slowly disperse it in between my fingers and push it out so that it kind of drops in a thin layer. That way, the more even I have it, the easier it is for me to level it out and have an even layer the whole way around at the very end. But as you can see, just slowly adding the sand on top of the gravel to fill in all the gaps. And then I'll use some tools to get in underneath there and underneath there. So after I finish adding all the sand, it'll be time for some plants. So now all the rocks are placed, the sand is all put where I want it. It'll level out a little better as I start to fill the tank. I'll probably use my hand to push it down a little better too. But I'm gonna go pick up a bunch of plants so that I can set this up and then start to fill. So we'll be back after I go pick up my plants. So guys, I just got back from the store and now I've got all my plants. I have a cryptocoryne here. I've separated the plant so that I get a few I can plant it in a few spots and space them out a bit. And then this one is, I think, a Bacopa Monieri. And I'm also going to be planting that one. I had to separate the one single plant into a bunch, and I'll be planting it a little more dispersed around the tank. I'm going to do the cryptocorynes kind of in this corner here. And then the Bacopa, I'm probably going to scatter around here and on this edge here. And then I have a tiger lotus bulb right here, which I'm excited to see grow. So I'll get on planting. So guys, now I've moved the tank into its final spot. I've scattered all the little plants around. You know, I put littler ones in the front so that you could see the big ones behind. And then the cryptocoryne, I just kind of scattered 4 chunks of it into this corner here. And I'm using this dish to pour my water into so that it doesn't wreck all the sand the way I've sat it out. It's gonna kick up a little bit of sand right here, but it'll be easy to push right back. And as the water fills, it'll be a little less of a problem, and then I can move that dish to a more level spot and I won't be stirring up any of the sand. So I'm going to keep on filling up the tank and then show you the finished product. So here's the finished tank. Well, almost finished. I'm going to be switching this dish out for something that's a little more attractive. But here's one of the frogs. I have 3 of them in here now. Thinking about going to pick up a couple more. The water isn't perfectly clear just yet, but the plants will have a chance to clean it up, and I'm probably going to get a little, very low flow pump for it. And that's my planted dwarf aquatic frog tank. Have a good one, guys.